So Anthony Mackie confirmed people are dying in this movie, and he straight up said in an interview that everyone is expendable and no one is safe.
And no one is safe. Everyone is expendable.
And apparently, the Russos are just as ruthless as they were when they snapped half the universe out of existence. So yeah, people are dying, and I've been digging through leaks and contracts and insider reports, and I think I figured out exactly who is screwed. Before we get into it though, real quick, I'm trying to hit 1,500 subscribers before Doomsday drops, so if you could hit that button, it would help a lot. Alright, here's the plan. Each character gets a survival probability percentage based on real leaks, contract situations, and how the Russos operate when they want to emotionally destroy us. 6 characters total, and we're starting with the one that hurts the most, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. And yes, he is dying in this movie. I'm not saying that to piss you off, I'm saying it because there is actual evidence. Daniel RPK and multiple insiders confirmed Tobey is back. He was spotted in London during filming, and the leaks say he wore a motion capture suit with a short beard, giving off total ultimate Spider-Man vibes. But here's the part that makes this so much worse. Tom Holland is not in Doomsday, like at all. Multiple sources confirm he's sitting this one out to save his return for Secret Wars and Brand New Day, which means Tobey Maguire is the only Spider-Man in this movie. Not Tom, not Andrew, just Tobey, completely alone. And honestly, that feels like a death sentence. Think about it. No Way Home brought him back as the wise, experienced Spider-Man who literally stopped Tom's Peter from becoming a killer. He was the emotional backbone of that entire movie. So why bring him back again by himself? Why not include Tom or Andrew? Because they're gonna kill him, and they want it to hit as hard as possible. And I keep picturing this scene. Tobey faces Doom, he sees Tony Stark's face staring back at him, and because this is Tobey's Spider-Man, the one who believes in redemption, the one who saved Doc Ock and Sandman, he tries to reach him. He says something along the lines of, "I know what it feels like to lose control, you can come back from this," and Doom doesn't hesitate. He kills him instantly, proves there is nothing left of Tony inside that armor, and with Tom not even in the movie, there's no callback to No Way Home, no emotional closure, nothing. Tobey just dies alone in a universe that isn't his, trying to save people who don't even know who he is. That is heartbreaking, and it is exactly the kind of emotional gut punch the Russos love to deliver. Daniel RPK confirmed Tobey is in the movie, so the question isn't if he shows up. The question is whether Marvel has the guts to kill him on screen. I'm giving him a 15% survival chance, which means I'm 85% sure we are watching Tobey Maguire die in this movie. Am I crazy, or does this feel inevitable? Tell me in the comments. Alright, so before we get into anyone else, we need to talk about the guy who might have accidentally started this entire thing, Steve Rogers.
I am Steve Rogers.
And yeah, I know what you're thinking. Steve got his happy ending, he retired, he's done. Well, not anymore. Here's the leak, and this one comes from multiple insiders and set photos. Doom is hunting Steve Rogers, and it's not because Steve is a hero or an Avenger or anything like that. It's personal. According to the leaks, when Steve went back in time at the end of Endgame to return the Infinity Stones and live his life with Peggy, he accidentally created an incursion that destroyed Doctor Doom's universe and killed his family. So Doom's entire plan, his whole motivation in this movie, is revenge. He blames Steve for everything. The leaks say Doom literally tells Steve that for the multiverse to live, Steve has to die. That is brutal. And here's where it gets crazy. Set photos from Windsor Park in London show they built a 1960s house. Vintage cars everywhere. It's the same house Steve and Peggy lived in at the end of Endgame. There's even concept art floating around of Doom standing outside that house. Chris Evans filmed scenes for this movie under a secret codename to hide the fact that he is back, and Haley Atwell is returning as Peggy too. But here's the part that really hurts. Steve didn't mean to do this, he just wanted to be with Peggy. He wanted the life he never got to have. And that one choice, the choice that gave us the most beautiful ending in the MCU, destroyed an entire universe. That is tragic. So now Steve is forced out of retirement. He has to face the consequences of something he didn't even know he did. And Doom is not here to talk. He wants Steve dead. The leaks say Doom manipulates everyone in his path to get to Steve. This isn't just a fight, it's a hunt. And if Steve learns the truth, if he realizes his happy ending cost Doom everything, I genuinely think he would sacrifice himself willingly. Because that is who he is. The guy who always puts everyone else first, even if it means giving up the one thing he ever wanted for himself. I'm giving Steve a 10% survival chance, maybe 15% if the Russos decide it is even worse to make him live with the guilt. But honestly, I think we are watching Captain America die, trying to fix a mess he didn't mean to make. And that is somehow even sadder than if Doom just killed him. Next up is Professor X and Magneto. And yes, both of them are dying, and there are leaked plot details that basically confirm it. Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen have been playing these roles for 26 years. They are the X-Men to an entire generation of people. And they are very old now. According to a major leak, and I'm talking full third act spoilers, Professor X dies heroically. The leak says the third act has Sentry losing control to the Void, and losing control completely. The Void is about to kill everyone, and Professor X sacrifices himself. He uses his telepathic powers way beyond anything we have ever seen to end the Void permanently. He saves everyone, but he dies doing it. The leak even calls it the ultimate sacrifice, Charles Xavier's final moment, and apparently it is the single most heroic moment in the entire film, and Magneto is not surviving that. You cannot kill Charles without Eric following. They have been connected for 60 years in the comics and more than 2 decades in the movies. If Charles dies saving everyone, Eric either goes down with him or dies trying to avenge him. That is how their story works. This is Disney and Kevin Feige closing out the Fox era. Deadpool and Wolverine was the fun farewell, and Doomsday is the funeral. Their deaths make room for the MCU's new X-Men. It sucks, but it makes sense. And according to the leaks, it is happening. So I am giving them a 5% survival chance. And now we have Thor, and this one would absolutely destroy me.
Wait.
Chris Hemsworth has been playing Thor for almost 15 years now. His original contract, the 6-movie deal, ended with Endgame, but after Ragnarok he signed on for 3 more. Love and Thunder, Doomsday, and one final appearance after that, which means Doomsday or Secret Wars could legitimately be his last time as Thor. And honestly, the pieces are all there. Thor's the last original Avenger who is still out there fighting. Hulk is in Brand New Day, Steve is gone, Tony and Natasha are dead, and I do not care about Hawkeye. So it is just Thor. And look, Love and Thunder kinda turned him into a joke. The only way to fix that? Give him a real Warriors ending. Something worthy of who he is, something that actually earns the legacy. Here's what I think happens, and this is the part that would actually break me. While protecting Loki, Thor faces Doom, and he sees Tony's face. He hears Tony's voice, and for a split second all the guilt comes crashing back. He did not go for the head, he did not save Tony in time, and now he is staring at this twisted version of his friend. Same mannerisms, same voice, but no heart. He hesitates for 1 second, and that is enough. And Thor's final thought is that he failed Tony again. The guy who survived Thanos, the guy who survived everything, finally falls because he loved his friend too much. And Thor's death would not just close his story, it would close the entire original Avengers era for good. Hemsworth already wrapped filming on Doomsday back in September. Fans are already speculating that this is his exit. Between the contracts, the story weight, and the Russos' obsession with emotional devastation, I do not know, man. It feels possible. Maybe he does not die. Maybe he retires, takes love, returns to New Asgard, and we never see him again. But the Russos do not do peaceful retirements for Avengers. We have learned that the hard way. So I am giving Thor a 35% survival chance in Doomsday. And if not, then it is very likely happening in Secret Wars. There is a real chance this is it. And last but not least, Loki. Everyone assumes Loki is untouchable, right? He is sitting on his throne at the end of time, holding the entire multiverse together. He is literally the god of stories now. Mission accomplished. But no. The leaks are saying something very different. According to insider reports, Loki is actually the MacGuffin of this entire movie. Doom is not coming after the Avengers just for fun. He is specifically hunting Loki's power, the ability to control the multiverse. And the leaks say the final battle happens inside the TVA, which is Loki's whole domain. Think about that for a second. In the comics, Doom becomes God Emperor Doom and reshapes reality into Battleworld. To do that in the MCU, he would need to control the multiverse. And who is holding the strings together right now? Loki. If Doom's plan is to tear down the multiverse and rebuild it in his own image, then Loki's throne does not protect him. It paints a giant target on his back. Loki spent 2 entire seasons learning how to be selfless. He gave up everything, his freedom, any chance at happiness, a future with Sylvie, all to save the multiverse. What if Doom kills him anyway? What if every sacrifice means nothing? That is the tragedy. Or, and this might be even worse, what if Loki is forced to remain on that throne, frozen in place, watching everything fall apart? Thor dies, his friends die, and he cannot do anything. I honestly do not know which is crueler. Tom Hiddleston has played this character for 15 years. The Loki show gave him the perfect ending, but he is confirmed for Doomsday. And if these leaks about him being Doom's primary target are real, he is in serious danger. So I am giving Loki a 25% survival chance. That is a 3 out of 4 chance he dies. So that is what I have, backed by actual leaks and insider information. These are not random guesses. They are based on leaked plot details, contract situations, and the Russos' known history of ripping our hearts out. Anthony Mackie literally said everyone is expendable. The Russos killed half the universe. They killed Tony Stark, and now they're back to do it again with RDJ playing the villain. If Doom does not feel more terrifying than Thanos, this entire multiverse saga falls apart. I am locking these predictions in right now. First trailer is rumored to drop with Avatar in December, so hit subscribe. When that trailer and when the movie drops, you can either roast me in the comments or call me a prophet. Either way, I will be there. Who do you think is dying? Did I miss anyone obvious? Let me know down below. And if you want more Doomsday content, I have a full video breaking down the 3 most likely and most insane Doomsday theories. Thanks for watching. Do not forget to like and subscribe. I will see you when that trailer drops. We are all going to need therapy after this movie. I am not kidding.